there, and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I will show you how to crochet this cute book cover. Very easy and simple to make, and that you can crochet in any size you want. Also remember you can find the garden pattern in my blog. So yeah, let's get started. These are the materials you will need, and these are the abbreviations of every stitch. First, we will start with the base of the cover. I will use a 4mm yarn and 4mm hook, but you can use any hook size and yarn you want. So to make the base, start with a slip knot. And now you have to start to make chains like this. And they have to be as long as the height of your book. And even a little bit longer so it's comfy to fit our book. So start chaining until you reach the height of your book. Like this. Now to make the first row of the base, skip the first chain, and from the second chain, make one single crochet in each chain. So skip the first chain, and from the second one, start making single crochets. One, two, and continue. When you finish, again make sure your work reaches the height of your book. Now for the second row, chain 1, turn your work, and make one single crochet in each stitch. So one single crochet, two, and continue. And you will repeat this same pattern for all the next rows until you reach a size that can cover all your book. Like this. It has to cover all your book. Now, when you reach the size of your book, then you have to add 4 or more rows to each side of the base, so you can fold them and then insert your book in. Like this. When you're done, chain 1, pull your yarn and cut it. Now we will sew the sides. So grab your needle and yarn, then fold the extra rows you made And now start sewing. First, pass through the top stitches of both sides. Then make a knot. And now continue sewing. Finish with another knot. And now you also have to sew the other 3 corners. When you finish, it should look like this. And finally, you have to hide all the left yarns through the backside. We have finished the base cover. Now we will make the first border. I will do it white, but you can do it in any other color you like. The idea is to single crochet through all the border of the cover. And we won't single crochet in the inside, we will just single crochet on the sides. So start with a slip knot. And leave it apart for a moment. Now grab your work and flip it so the face side should be facing you. Then insert your hook in any stitch of the border of the work. And grab the slip knot. Slide it in. Chain 1. And then in the same stitch make 1 single crochet. And now continue making 1 single crochet in each stitch of all the border of the work. And when you reach a part where you sewed before, you just have to pass through a little harder and make the single crochet. Now for the sides of the cover, you also have to single crochet through all these stitches of the row of the side. Here are the rows I fold, and this is the row where I will single crochet. So I will pass through the first stitch of the row and make one single crochet. Now 2, 3, 4, and now continue making single crochets through all the border until you reach the first single crochet you did. When you reach the end, just slip a stitch in the first single crochet you did, and then finish off. So chain 1 and pull and cut your yarn. And finally, just hide these ends through the back side. Now we're going to make the other border. Again, you can make it in any other color you like. So start with a slip knot. Leave it apart for a moment. Then insert your hook in any stitch of the single crochet border and grab the slip knot. Slide it in, chain 1, and now skip one stitch, and in the next one make 5 half double crochets in the same stitch. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then skip one stitch, and in the next one make one slip stitch. Repeat, again skip one stitch, in the next one 5 half double crochets, skip one stitch, and in the next one slip stitch. And you will repeat this same pattern through all the single crochet border until you reach the end. And when you finish, just slip a stitch in the first stitch where you did the chain. finish off. So pull and cut your yarn. And then just hide these ends through the inside. Now we will make this pink border. I will use a needle and this pink yarn. Also, as this yarn is a little thin, I'm using 2 strands together to make it thicker. But you can use any yarn you want. So what you have to do is from the back, pass through 1 stitch under the last border, like this one. Then count 2 stitches, 1 and 2, and pass through 1 stitch to the back. Like this. Now again count 2 stitches and pass through 1 stitch. Again 2 stitches and pass through 1 stitch. Like this. And you will repeat this until you reach the end. When you're done, finish off, cut and tie a knot at the back. And then hide the ends through the inside. Now we will add the bow. The bow you can make it with a piece of thick yarn, a ribbon, or you can crochet it. For this last option, I used that thin pink yarn I used before and a 3.5mm hook. So what you have to do is make a slip knot and then make chains until it's long enough to tie a bow, like this. And when you're done with your chains, now to finish, just chain 1 and finish off. Finally, hide the left yarn through the chains or just cut them. There are a lot of ways, but this is how I do it. Now we're going to add the bow to the cover. First way to do it will be to first tie the bow. And then just paste it. Put some glue at the back of the bow and then paste it at the center. And the other way will be to pass your hook through a stitch of the center of the cover. Now grab your bow and then just tie it. Finally, if you want, you can put a little bit of glue at the back of the bow to secure it to the cover. And that's it, we have finished crocheting our cover. So I really hope you have liked this tutorial, and if you have any doubts, feel free to leave them in the comments. Thanks for watching and enjoy your time crocheting. Bye!